Hey guys, welcome back to this interesting video. In this video, we are going to learn about how a real hacker is going to analyze an image. Suppose you are an hacker. If you get an image, what do you do with that particular image? So basically, images are not like what you are seeing. So it's something different from what you're seeing. So here, this is a wallpaper, right? This is basically not what you're seeing. If there is something hidden into it, then you won't understand. So these are some of the tools that hackers use to extract those data from the images. So I'm going to teach you 8 tools in this video that will make you learn a lot. If you get an image, what are things that we can do? So for this demonstration, I'm using Pico CTF, and yeah, let's begin. First, I'm going to demonstrate you with a Pico CTF information lab. So first, let us search for information. Here is a forensic lab. In this lab, you can see there is an image called cat.jpg. Okay, so when you open this image, so this is basically the images. So once you get an image, if you are a normal person, then how will you analyze this? Like, this is an image, that's it. You don't go too far into an right. So that's basically a normal person will do. If they get an image, they will just ha ha ha, this is a cat. Other than that, what they will look for, like, there will be a something called spark in the behind of cat, and there is a terminal and the cat is in the laptop. So that's the basic thing that you will be able to understand if you get an image. But there are various tools that ethical hackers or a real hacker is going to use if they get an image. So that's what we are going to learn in this video. So yeah, first I'm going to teach you a website called TinEye, which is a reverse image search website, which is so helpful. This is a reverse image search and recognition website. In this website, you're going to learn about reverse engineering, reverse image search. So once you upload the image that you downloaded here into this website, you'll be able to see where are these images available in this online. So in online industry in the world, we can see the same images available in medium.com and systemweakness.com. Like that, you'll be able to see once you upload an image in TinEye website, you'll be able to see where the same image exists in the entire internet. So that's pretty much great, right? If you get an image to, if you want to see the same image in the internet, you can just use TinEye website. So that's pretty much about it, right? So you can also use, and as an alternative, I will recommend Google Lens. So you can just search for google.com, and here you can see search by image option. You can just pretty much open an image from here, and you will be able to search where are this image available in the internet, right? You'll be able to see some of these, right? And you can also ask questions in Google Lens. So you can ask a lot of questions in Google Lens, like what is the text behind the cat? Like that, you can ask questions once you upload an image in Google Lens. So that's pretty much about it, guys. This is something great, right? You'll be able to see a lot of information. As you can see, the logo is Spark, and some of the information is this AI can enumerate, right? So that's cool, right? So other than that, hackers will use tools in Kali Linux that will help them to find the flag in this lab. So basically, any image has an metadata, which is somewhat, you can say this, like let me open the folder, and here is my downloads. Here you can, what people will do is to open the properties. In the properties, they will be able to see some little information only, right? So what the ethical hacker is going to do here is to use tools like EXIF tool, which will enumerate the metadata. So basically, an EXIF tool in Kali Linux is used for read and write meta information in files. You can just get the information, meta information in files, images, etc. using this EXIF tool. So we are here going to use the EXIF tool and to find the metadata in this particular cat image, and here it is. We were able to get the metadata. So this is basically the metadata is like the file name, the directory, the file size, the file modification or date time, file permissions, file type, etc. right? You can see here we have the license available, and this seems to be an encoded content, seems to be a base 64 encoded content. So what I can do here is use websites like cyberchef, which will decode this base 64 content, or you can also use the Kali Linux on base 64 tool, which I'm going to demonstrate in the next part in this same video. So in this for this, I'm just using this website, and I was able to see this is the flag, right? So you can use tools like EXIF tool that will enumerate a lot of information that will be helpful, right? So for the sake of this demonstration, I'm also going to demonstrate another lab which seems to be hidden in plain sight, which is again an image. Here you can see there is an image called an img.jpg, and this is what this image looks like some binary numbers, right? Other than that, what are the things that we can get from this image? As I mentioned here, the EXIF tool, using this img.jpg, I was able to see an information here. This seems to be a comment available here, right? So this is the comment. So what the hackers will do is use websites like cyberchef, but instead here we are going to use the base 64 tool that is available inside our Kali Linux to encode this. You can see this is saying about steghide. Steghide is an image steganography tool that you can use to hide something in the image. So basically you can see this is again a base 64 encoded content, which you can just decode with the same command that we entered previously. Okay, here you can see this is basically the password to use in steghide. So basically there's a tool called steghide which you can just use in Kali Linux to perform a steganography. Steganography is like hiding something inside an image. So here in this demonstration, they hided something in the image. Let me use this command like steghide extract and -sf for specifying the stego file. Here our file name is img.jpg. It is asking for the passphrase. The passphrase here is this password. I'm just pasting that. Here you can see route extracted data to flag.txt. When I end ls, I was able to see the flag.txt. Now I can just get that. So I get the flag. So basically hackers will use tools like steghide for hiding something into a image file that you won't be able to see. This is an image file, but there is a flag inside this image file which you will be not able to understand, which you don't be able to see from by looking into this image, right? So but you can just use tools like EXIF tool to extract the metadata, and from that metadata you will be able to see a encoded content. By analyzing the encoded content, you will be able to see a password which you will be able to use tools like steghide to extract the content inside an image, which is a steganography program that is used to extract and hidden content from this image, and we were able to get the flag, right? So these are crazy, right? So there's a lot of tools that makes things so great, so which are most of these are demonstrating in this video by me. So yeah, don't skip this video. So the next thing that I'm going to demonstrate is the glory, like the glory of the garden. So yeah, let us download the image called garden.jpg. So this is basically an image of a garden. How cool it is, right? It's so cool. But what is inside this? So that's what the hackers going to identify using tools like EXIF tool, which will extract the metadata. And here you can see there is a lot of information, right? So in some scenarios, in some images, you will be able to get more information from an image. Sometimes you will be able to get the location from where that particular image is taken from in this EXIF tool information. And a lot of information you will be able to get from a single image. Not everything will be available in the steghide. Will be available in the EXIF tool, but most of them will be available. So here it is about hex editor. So there's tools like binwag, which is again used for extracting some information. So when I view the manual of binwag, I was able to see it's basically a tool for searching binary images for embedded files and executable code. So when I use the binwag tool with this garden image, I was able to see some information, right? There is a copyright of this was found in the image. Other than this image, there is some other information, a copyright string was embedded in this image. So I can do things like using the bin walk tool. I can use -w for a hex editor. So I'm just using the garden.jpg. Now I was able to see the hex content of this particular image. What this hex content includes is basically the flag to solve this challenge. Here it is. You can see the flag, which is Pico CTF more than, which will be available in this hex editor, right? So this is how you basically use this tool to find this hex characters, right? So you can also use tools like strings, which is again great tool, which you can just view the manual to see the sequence of printable characters in files. There is a lot of printable characters in every files, which will be enumerated by using tools like strings, right? So yeah, let's use the strings tool against this garden.jpg, and you'll be able to see here is a flag and here is the content that we were able to extract from this particular image, right? So how cool these tools are, right? So yeah, let's paste this, guys. And again, I do have one more thing to teach you is about red. So basically, red. There's a red.png file which is not jpg that we analyzed before. So this is basically a red image. So what are the things that is inside this particular small red image? So what are the tools that we use, like EXIF tool, and the red.png, and you will be able to see a poem, right? And some little information, but not what we wanted, right? So what are the tools that you can use strings or red.png, and this is again a poem, right? So you can just use text tools like seek, which will basically use for extracting the cracking the passwords in a steganography image. If this image contains any password that is available in the rocket.txt file, then you can just use this seek tool to extract that so quickly. If that particular password is not available in the rocket.txt, then we were not able to enumerate so fast. You have to use a custom word list. But here in this case, it's basically a PNG file which is not supported here in this StugSeek tool. So what are the things that we can do? Here I am going to teach you a tool called setstug, which is helpful for extracting information from the PNG image. You can just download these tools from the GitHub repo, which will be available. So once you download, you have to move to the setstug, and inside the binary, you'll be able to see the setstug, right? You have to execute this setstug, and I'm just moving back 2 times, and here is our red.png file. So once you use setstug and red.png, you are able to get some information from that particular image. Here it is. So we were able to enumerate some information, right? You can also view the help menu of the setstug tool if you don't know how to use. By executing -help, there is a plenty of options that is available. You can just use -a to try all known methods. Yeah, let's try to use that against the red.png file. And this is all the information that we were able to enumerate by using the setstug tool. That's pretty great, right? So for this demonstration, you don't need those all informations, but for this, you can just use the setstug, and here you can see a text which seems to be a repeated text and which contains an equal to at the end, which means it seems to be a base 64 content. So what we can do is to use the echo and pipe symbol base 64 -d to decode that. Here is a flag. So there are wide variety of tools that hackers use to find informations if they get an image, and most of the tools I demonstrated in this video. I hope you'll be able to understand some of the tools that real hackers or ethical hackers will use to extract information from files. Like we learned a lot of tools like StugHide, like setstug, like strings, like TinEye, reverse image search, Google Images, etc. A wide variety of tools that we were able to learn from this video, right? So yeah, that's what my aim, to teach you a lot of tools that might be helpful for hackers or ethical hackers to understand, to get something to extract some information from an image, right? So that's pretty much about it, guys. I hope you learned something crazy good from this video, and thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.